morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. So today I am here with Jenny Kano, the IDS National Director. For those of you who do not know what the IDS stands for, it is the Interior Design Society, something I have been a member of for about 12 years or so. And what I really attribute to not just my leadership and management enhancement over the years while I helped grow the IDS as well, but also friendships and making my business more profitable. And that's what we want to talk about today, right? How people, both interior designers and industry partners, can grow their business by joining the IDS.
Yes. Yeah, it's a great place to be with like-minded individuals and just get just a wealth of knowledge and just new ideas to implement in your business. And we've got several tools that you can use to do that. And I think, Nancy, we wanted to talk a little bit about the IDS list.
Yeah, so let's start out with why it's important for interior designers to join an industry organization, and specifically IDS, in order to grow their business. Because I don't think designers always think if I join an industry organization, it actually helps me grow my business. But IDS is making sure they have programs in place that help you grow your business. So let's talk about the IDS list. Tell everybody what that is.
Yes. So the IDS list is a consumer-facing website that we actually built. Actually, it's coming up on its 1-year anniversary. So it's still, it's new, it's fresh. It is a consumer-facing website that it educates consumers on why to hire an interior designer, how to hire one, and kind of what to expect. We heard a lot from our membership over the years that they wanted us to do more to help educate people just on the profession of interior design and what it's like to actually hire one, because they felt like there were a lot of, myths and different ideas going around about working with a designer. So this kind of has been our solution to meet that need. And with that website, it has a really great interactive tool where consumers can go on and they can actually find an interior designer. So if you are a member of IDS, you get a complimentary listing on the IDS list. And it's a beautiful listing. It has your headshot. It has a spot for portfolio pictures. It's got your bio, links to your website and your social media. So they can get on the IDS list and see like a pretty good snapshot of what you're providing for your clients. And, it's complimentary with your membership. So it's kind of a no-brainer.
And it's a backlink to your website, which Google Analytics loves, right? The more places your website is listed in other people's blogs or pictures on the internet, the more Google will feed you to the people when they are Googling, I need a designer, right?
Yeah. And, Nancy, we hear a lot and see a lot, in groups like online and just in the design community about like, why would I spend my money on a design organization? So your membership as an interior designer is $275 if you're an associate or $350 if you're a professional, and you're getting this listing. That is like the cost of sponsoring like a high school baseball team.
I know, you're right. Or putting one of those stupid ads in the back of a booklet for a theater production for a high school.
Yes.
And you're really getting so much more by being put out on the internet in another location where people can find you. And IDS is actively promoting the IDS list to draw clients to their designers.
Yeah, absolutely. And, one of our big initiatives for 2022 is going to be to grow the traffic to that site. So we're really working on, bringing potential clients into our designer members.
I love that. Okay. And that's really only one of many benefits that help you grow your business. Let's talk about, and I'm going to stick to the designer side for now. Let's talk about the education that you guys provide.
Yes. So we provide a ton of education through IDS. So one of the ways that we do that is through the virtual chapter, which if you're a member of IDS, you have access to the virtual chapter and those meetings. At least once a month, we have educational content. And that's, through speakers like Nancy. She's doing our December meeting for us. I think it's like how to close out your year strong. So we have, educators like that coming on every month and giving you tips and tricks and just teaching you how to run your business better. And those are all included in your membership. Those meetings are recorded, so you can go into your membership portal at any time and watch any of them. So you're really getting, 12 or more educational meetings a year just with the virtual chapter alone. That doesn't, count if you come to our annual conference or if you want to go to a local event where you live with a chapter. So there's just a ton of opportunities to learn.
What I always love the most about the virtual chapter presentations, I mean, I'm a coach, so I do more like, business building things, but a lot of the industry partners, the companies, do presentations that
Mhm.
literally are jaw dropping to me because they give you the history of the company, the way the furniture is made. They take you on journeys to, virtually to the countries that they purchase and show
Mhm.
you the people who are making, let's say, the rugs or the
Yep.
furniture. And I find that fascinating. And I think designers who don't have access to going to High Point once a year, or even if
Mhm.
they do, this is additional detail that you can't even get when you're in High Point or
Yes.
any of the markets. You're really getting the behind the scenes of the companies for the furniture you're supplying, which really is going to help you sell it.
Yeah, absolutely. And to me, I think it's even beneficial to see like what companies are presenting because you know that they really, really want to work with designers. So, they want your business and they're there to support you. So, even going back to those businesses after those meetings and supporting them too, I think is important because they're involved in growing interior designers as well.
And I noticed that when I was in High Point, the people who are members of the IDS also just had a stop, like a place to go. We were joking around calling it the IDS penthouse, right? But
Yes.
the IDS headquarters was a lounge for people to go to during
Mhm.
markets, which is another way to just relax, get a state of
Yeah.
a state, have somebody like to help direct them if they're confused about how to navigate. Like the
Mhm.
IDS provides so many things that help a designer grow their business. But let's touch on the Dodie Awards.
Yes.
And then I want to switch over to the industry partner side because I don't know if people realize that industry partners, people who serve interior designers, also have an extreme benefit to joining the IDS as well. But let's talk
Mhm.
about the Designer of the Year awards, which are called the Dodie Awards.
Yes. So Dodie Awards, it's an annual awards program, and we have over 30 categories in residential interior design that we give awards for. So it's we do living spaces, bathrooms, children's rooms. There's just a whole list of awards that we give out. We also have the Impact Awards. So those are awards for pro bono work that you do. So I know a lot of designers do, projects for charities or, for people in need. So we always want to recognize the work that people do complimentary.
Yes.
We also have an industry partner impact award too, which is great to recognize the charitable work that industry partners are doing.
Mhm.
And, those awards also incorporate leadership too. So we want to acknowledge the work that our members are doing in our organization and outside of our organization as well. And it's just a really great time to get recognition for the work that you do. And it's, something really great that you can put on social media, on your website, on your email. You get a little logo that says, award winner in the year. It's like a little seal that you get. And this year, we're actually doing something new, and we're hoping to continue this where every single designer winner is getting a one on one consultation with someone who's going to review their project and help them prepare it to pitch to a consumer facing magazine.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's
So
huge.
that's, worth applying just for that.
Definitely. And you know what? The people I've known in the past who have won Dodie Awards really use this on their social media, on their
Mhm.
websites, in their blogs. They've been picked up by magazines. IDS gets it published in a couple of
Yep.
magazines. And if you're thinking, well, but does it really hit the consumer? It does, because when you're published in a
Mhm.
magazine, it goes out into the internet again. And when someone's researching you, it shows what you have accomplished. And it's important to be known for winning an award if you can actually
Yeah.
get the award, which is great. So let's see, we have a question here. What is the process to join IDS? I did put the link in the description to the website. And
Mhm.
can interior designers outside the US also join?
Yes, absolutely. So
I
we
love
do have members outside of the United States currently. So we are definitely open to people not in the United States being a part of our organization.
I love that. Okay, so they go to the IDS website and they can hit the join tab and it gives them all the details.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about how industry partners can grow their business by being a member of the IDS. And I know this one really well because when I was an art consultant for 17 years, I joined the IDS as a baby art consultant.
Mhm.
And really, it changed the entire face of my business by participating in my case, my local chapter, where interior designers went on a regular basis, and growing that chapter allowed me to meet more interior designers. And I doubled, if not tripled, my profit and sales over that time that I participated in my local IDS chapter.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think for the industry partners and the national sponsors, it just gives them an outlet to reach interior designers and to talk to them and to build those relationships. I have found that, people like to do business with people that they know personally and people that they trust and they want to work with. And so going to, chapter events, to virtual chapter stuff, to conferences is such a huge benefit to these companies because they're getting to learn how these interior designers work, meet them, and build that relationship. So it's really just a huge network that you have access to. And
Yeah.
it's working designers that are doing interior design. We know that they're active in the community.
And the relationship building is really the key here
Mhm.
for both from the interior designer side and the industry partner side. Seeing the names that show up at meetings, seeing them in person if you're going to local meetings, seeing them on the virtual chapter, reaching out to them and creating that relationship is really what's going to grow your business. This
Yeah.
is definitely a relationship driven business, the interior design world.
Mhm.
And that's the key. And for those people who are a little shyer than others, it's really much easier when
Mhm.
you're with like minded people. I have made a ridiculous amount of friends as an adult. It's hard to make friends sometimes, right? And I have made
Mhm.
friends that think like me, support me. I support them, both interior designers and industry partners. And we all rise up together. And that's what the IDS is
Yes.
all about. And that's the difference between the IDS and some other industry organizations, is that it's really so inclusive, which
Yeah.
you don't always get. You get a lot of organizations that are cliquey, and this is not one of them at all.
No, I'm so glad you said that, Nancy, because I was actually going to bring up that point. I consider myself an introverted person, and sometimes going into like networking events and stuff like that can be a little intimidating, but IDS has such a different feel. The people are so welcoming and they will just totally embrace you. So it's really a great group, to get involved with because the people are just so great and they go above and beyond to make you feel welcome.
And I think what people don't understand too is, even there are, I'm going to put it air quotes around, influencer status members of the IDS
Yeah.
who walk into meetings and love everybody just because you're an IDS member, right? And part of
Mhm.
what you can do is learn from those influencers as well if you want to, like how they grew their business, how they grew their point of view, how they got product sponsors, and all that stuff. Like when you're an IDS member, some other person who's an IDS member will share information with you. That's
Mhm.
just the way it is. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. We're getting questions. Also, please share insight on students who wish to continue further studies in the US. What role can IDS provide for international students?
Yeah, so we definitely do have student memberships and they get the same, benefits that regular members get as and they are able to attend all of the events and the meetings. So, a student could come in and immediately go to a chapter meeting, whether it's in person or
Virtual.
virtual.
and meet people. And I think the other
Mhm.
thing is that you have to build those relationships. You may be able to get an internship. You may be able to get
Yes.
right through. So IDS is the connector. And then of
Mhm.
course you have to do the work to make those relationships. But a lot of times I know I'll call you and I'll say, I'm looking for someone who blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, I know the perfect person. Or let
Mhm.
me, give it some thought. And you do become the connector. So
Yep.
I would love, oh, yep. I don't know how to pronounce your first name. Nitin. Uh, that's fabulous. Definitely pass on the information about the
Mhm.
IDS. I'd love to know what country you're in so that Jenny has an idea of
Yeah.
where that information is going to be being spread. It's just
Yes.
fun as the IDS grows. It's fun to know where.
Mhm.
All right. Did we miss anything or?
Well, one thing I did not mention regarding Dodie is our awards gala is actually next Wednesday, November 10th, and it's virtual, so you can watch it, on your computer or stream it through your TV. It's going to be really fun and entertaining.
I have to tell you, that was the best virtual event of the year, as far as I'm concerned. You guys pulled out all the stops last year. It was not a boring webinar, like slideshow. It
Mhm.
is literally fun, interactive,
Yeah.
hysterical. I was smiling the whole time. This time I'm going to be with a group of IDS Long Island chapter members, which I was a member of and ran
Mhm.
years ago. And we're going to watch together. And
That's so fun.
it's going to be so much fun. But last year I was by myself by my computer and I
Mhm.
still was smiling and laughing the whole time and so happy to be part of it. So if anyone is interested, how do they sign up to watch the Dodie Awards?
Mhm.
And can they watch if they're a non-member?
Yes, it's open to anyone. We have encouraged our designers to invite their clients or their family or just people that they know that like interior design. So they can go to our website, interiordesignsociety.org/awards, and
Okay.
see the information there. And it's free
Yeah.
to watch. Anybody can come.
I'm so excited.
And it really is fun. Really.
I
It's
might
a good
actually
show.
dress up even though it's virtual because I am going to go watch with a bunch of people, make it festive. Because when we do have these live events, it's a formal black tie
Yes.
event. So I'm thinking, should I dress black tie just for the
Oh,
local
you
group?
should. That'll be fun.
That
Why
would be
not?
fun.
We haven't been able to do that in so long.
Maybe next year. Maybe next
Yes.
year. That would be fun. So if anyone has questions about joining, they can go to the website,
Mhm.
interiordesignsociety.org. All the information's there. They can email you guys or reach out to you and you'll give them more information.
Yes.
And next time we go live, a month from now, we're going to give even more detail about the different categories you can join, what's the
Mhm.
criteria, but certainly they can go on now and get on your mailing list, right? Because you guys
Yes.
also make offers here and there and opportunities that they should know about. So they should be
Mhm.
on the email list.
Absolutely. Yeah, and get our weekly newsletter. It has a ton of really great information in it, just industry wide. So that's a great resource as well that you can get access to.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So that was our industry chat for today. Thank you, Jenny. Everybody go check out the interiordesignsociety.org website with all that it has to offer because I don't recommend things that I don't stand behind. And the IDS is one of the organizations that I stand behind 100% every year, over and over again. Used to be a national board member,
Mhm.
which I still was, but there's time and a place for everything. Right? Maybe
We're trying
again
to get her
someday.
back.
Maybe again someday. But I certainly was on boards at the IDS at some level for 10 years. So I needed to take a little bit of a break. But you guys really should check them
Mhm.
out. And it will help you grow your business by being a member. So,
Yes, and we'd love to have you all.
all right. Thanks, Jenny.
Thanks, Nancy. See you
All right.
next